This is the Caracal in Iran. And under this bush, where we're trying to get some relief from the sun for a quick second, I'd like to give you some context for a poem of mine called Bivouac. The poem I wrote whenever I was in Kentucky, working for the Coast Guard, on a ship called the Chena. And typically, our job was to go up and down the river setting buoys. And normally on a north trip, it was just a half day. And then on a south trip, it was 2 days. And normally we stopped at a certain town, then spent the night there before returning back to home. However, one of those nights, we had to stop in the middle of nowhere along the river, in one of the forests. And we had to repair a light post. And while we were repairing the light post, and while we were sleeping there that night, I thought of the word bivouac, which means military encampment, out in the field. And I thought that that was a nice word. And that's where the title comes from. It comes from there. Now, as for the poem itself, it comes from a scene that is biblical and that is in animation, particularly a movie called The Prince of Egypt, wherein Moses meets the burning bush, and the burning bush says, "I am that I am." And so starting from there, and then the idea of the Sandman, the idea of the God or the being that creates our dreams and weaves them all out of sand. And so I thought myself, in the same way of the biblical God being the creator of all and being able to fashion everything in the way that it feels and wants, I thought of ourselves in its reflection. I took upon myself that idea of us being made in its image, dreams and our actions being the ways that we also share in the act of creation. And the fact that we create, and that we create things opposed to nature and to the deities that are in all the religions, I think it puts us constantly at opposition with those beliefs and with nature itself. And so I call us, just as the myth, the Sandman, we are also Sandman and Sandfemme. And we build sandcastles, and we, like children, we create things all the time, whether with purpose or without purpose. And we have fun doing so. And it is often our own imaginings that control us as we create things. It is whim, it is wish, it is desire, or it is whatever our conscious or whatever our imagination deems needs to be created. And often it stands in opposition.